What's going on, everyone? Here is a full breakdown of my cost for everything that you have seen. So the engine, I bought the engine I drove about 4 hours away, got it for $700. I would pull the head off and show you how clean it is, but it is immaculate. Like, that chip is from me because, actually, I don't think that's from me. It might be. I'll take responsibility for it, sure. The interior of it is just phenomenal. I got it from a guy. He was probably 18. I'm not saying I'm much older than that, but he got it from a kid, right? He was going to put it in his EK or EG, which is cool. He told me it had between 45 and 60,000 miles on it, which I was like, wow, that would be insane. I can't really prove it. But he said that he bought this from a shop who had, I believe they said that they imported it. I don't know a way to prove that they did. I've looked at all the markings on the engine. I don't know what I'm looking for, if it is. I don't know if there's a stamp on the engine block or something somewhere. If somebody knows, fantastic. And if it's not, oh well, like, I don't care. But it should have, I'm going with the high number of 60,000 miles on it. I bought it for $700. He had it for $900. I told him I had $700 cash and I could come that week. Because he lived in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Like, I thought I was going to get robbed by a Huckleberry Finn. I don't even know if that's the right reference, but an absolute hillbilly. We were in the middle of nowhere. There was not even a gas station for probably 10 miles. It came with the head, not the head, wow. The intake came with everything it needed. I took the power steering pump off because it did not clear the hood, even with the hood being completely gutted. Like, even with that, and with spacers to add some height to the rear. I even took the spacers off to try. Even with that, the engine would not drop lower. The mounts are on their lowest points. It wouldn't work. There was nothing I could do. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a pulley that just goes right here, like bolts in right here. A pulley that pulls it like up here, so the tension is still the same, so it doesn't mess up any of that. Anyways, $700 for the engine. I got the transmission with about 145,000 miles on it for $500 off of Marketplace. Surprise, right? My dad actually bought me the mounts. We looked high and low for the right mounts, for the right card, with the right engine. And after a very long, tedious search, we landed on Hasport. Well, we ordered them. He ordered them. These are the street editions, where this is not as stiff as it could be. I don't know the difference. Can be stiffer if it's a race pack, if it's a drag pack. I don't know. There was like 5 options, right? I got the slightly stiffer street option because I thought this was an A2, not an A1. And I was like, cool. Once I get it tuned, I'm going to aim for like 250, 300 horsepower, which I don't think is unreasonable, because I'm probably going to do a Type S, a K20 Type S oil pump. I might not now. I might not at all, because I don't need it. Who cares? I'm still going to aim for about 250 horsepower. That's the goal. The car weighs about 2,000 pounds, I would say. It was about 2,700, give or take, stock. So I did not buy these, but they were about $675. Yeah, $675. So, okay, I bought the wiring harness off of eBay. Came labeled with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. TPS, map sensor. I don't know what that one means. For, I want to say $64. Sure, I might have cheaped out. Do I regret it? Absolutely, because some sensors don't even work. Which is, it's my mistake. Learn from your mistakes. Don't cheap out. The throttle cable, don't even know if this works, this fits, should fit. I can't believe I just did that one-handed. Look, Mom, no hands. The throttle cable was, I want to say $45. This was already like a pre-made thing. Like, I did not have to buy this custom. This, however, I did. My oil, don't remember what this is. I'm blanking really badly. But I got this custom. It was an absolute pain to get. An absolute pain to get it bolted in into there. And then, yeah, it can't even describe the amount of anger I had trying to get that thing to work the way I wanted it to. I paid about, I want to say $50 for that stupid purple line. I'm sure it's gonna work great. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Sure, it's gonna work great, but needs better design to be bolted in. Just saying. Okay. I have a radiator, not in the car, obviously. Bought the radiator off of Amazon for $56. The new bumper, the new bash bar, and the lip. The lip was gifted to me on Christmas. Woohoo. The lip was $24. I'll put it on. I'll humor it for you guys. And I'll show it on in a minute. But the bumper was, the bumper came with the bash bar, and it was $110. Fantastic buy. The bumper looks great. Fits phenomenal. No complaints. I've got, not Halo, but they are, I believe it's called holographic headlights. They look great. They're brand new, still in the box. Haven't put them in because I need to finish painting, and I don't want to mess them up. I bought those for $80 off online somewhere. I don't remember where. These wheels, they're Continental wheels on, I don't know if these have a brand. I did not check the wheels. They are solid wheels. They don't weigh that much for what they are. Very surprised by that. 4x114.3s, and then 4x100s on the other offset, or other pattern. I bought those wheels. Were listed for $600. I bought them for $400. Great buy, given the life. Actually, I think I bought them for $300. Regardless, the wheel life is incredible. Including the total cost of the car was $2,300. let's get into the interior. I don't have everything in here. The seat, I just got the seat. I had black NRG reclinable bucket seats for the longest time that I bought, probably 4 years ago before I even got this car. They were gonna go in the other car. Never got around to it. So I got this beautiful Bull Boost racing bucket seat. Suede, I want to say, whatever that material is. It's basically the same thing. All these cushions come off. It's actually got down here a hole for a 5-point harness. I paid $300 for this seat. It came with the bar, or the bracket, and sliding rails. Crazy find. The adapter plate for the seat was $280 for one of them. The other one is going to also cost $281. Don't love that. I was gifted the D&D steering wheel by my dad. That was $130. I bought that rear sway bar, paid probably $45 for it. Bride boot was probably $10, $20, maybe $15. I love this. It fits my hand perfectly. Let me get a better view. There we go. It fits my hand perfectly. I got that on Amazon for like $15. This was gifted to me by my beautiful wife for Christmas last year. It's almost Christmas now. It's probably about $15 on Amazon. I'm weird. I bought these bumper helpers. I don't even know what they're called. Like $10 on Amazon. Got my pressure regulator. Don't know what it's called. Got it. Yep, got it. That was like $80. I had to buy bolts for my transmission, and actually these were the extra bolts from, extra. These were the extra bolts for the motor mounts. Woohoo. I believe it's because I don't have a plate on it. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Not great with this, as you guys can tell. The plate that goes between the engine and the transmission, it also stiffens up the engine, keep it from moving a little bit. I'm missing it right now. You can see it down right over there. It bolts in down there. I believe that's what those bolts are for. The oil pan was $80. Got full adjustable suspension fitment. Could go lower, but I want to test the ride height. The front is extremely low. Can't even get my pinky under there. Like, you guys see that? The suspension was $285. I'm blanking on the brand, but I will find it. The Brom harnesses were $90 a piece on Amazon. They are the buckle harnesses. They're perfectly length with, they come with the clip on it and that little bolt with the loop on it. I got extremely lucky with how this ended up working out. So there's a bolt hole on the side of the adapter plate. Fits perfectly. There's 2 bolt holes that work perfectly over there, and over there on the side of the car there's a perfect bolt hole that lines up with it threads right in beautifully. Spent $85-$90 on each harness. The dash cam and backup camera was $90. The harness bar, yes, the harness bar was $85 on Amazon. Yeah, great buy, I'm not gonna lie. The wrap for this was probably 25 bucks. It's a little chopped, but it works. Man, if I could put a price on what it took to get this interior looking like this, I'd cut out all of the sound dampening and heat shield that was in here. Chop the doors up. Anyways, this is a cost breakdown, not me ranting. I know I'm missing some things. I know it. That aluminum piece right there I bought for $40 on Amazon, or not Amazon, Marketplace. There's a bunch of parts in the back of my other car. I'd have to go in there and check it out, but I know I'm missing some things. I know that I am well over $5,000. I want to say pushing $6,000 with everything that I have. I have a parts list that I will show right over here. You can take a moment and read that if I did it properly. If not, then here's the breakdown. I still need I still want to get a plate to go over this, make it look pretty. I need a better fuel rail, if I'm not mistaken, to tuck the wires. Need an intake manifold, or a cold air intake. I need some patience and assistance for sure, which is priceless, so probably won't be getting that. I need to buy the whatever that's called. It goes right here. It's like $130. I have to buy oh yes, the elephant in the room. There's no header. Okay, oh, the axles. Okay, the axles are street racing axles meant for upwards of like 500 horsepower. I believe they were in the $350 range, if I'm remembering that correctly. The CV axle was off of eBay. It came off of the CRV, $67. Did not come with bolts, even though it said it did. And the bolt kit that I bought only came with 2 bolts that fit. So that's nice, right? Anyways, the header I got, it was a PLM racing header, and it was basically it went quad really quickly instead of staying 4 individual. Basically meaning it was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It went 4 to 2 and 2, and it did not fit between here at all, like in the slightest. Like it fit in there, but the header was like this far away and pointed upright, and was like the holes for it were like this, like that. So that had to go. Instead, I am going to be getting a Skunk 2 Alpha racing header, which goes all four, go like this, down, and then they connect once they get down. Once they get down there, I don't mean to be talking in your ear. And then it connects to the exhaust. And that probably messed up the video really bad because it was sideways. Frick. Sorry, guys. Anyways, that's what I have to get. That is $675. That is one of my biggest expenses. Almost costs as much as a 60,000 mile K24 engine. Just saying. Just saying. Oh. Yes. Not the hub. Actually, I think the hubs are new. Most of this is new. Most of what the wheel is sitting on is brand new. That was another probably $90 in total, if I'm not mistaken. I have 6 cans of paint. I've only used 2, and that has got me all of this up until here, and that one fender over there. I need to do another layer on top of that once I clean it really well. Maybe do another sanding layer and then spray over that. Yes, the car is going to be purple. If you can't tell, I love purple. Purple is my color. It's been my favorite color for quite a while. My other car had a lot of purple accessories, which it was very, very rice, I will admit. My very first car was extremely riced out. Had a doofy Amazon spoiler, like those really tiny ones. Don't be that guy, please. Please, we've all seen it. We think it's cool, but I was 18 at the time, I'm 22 now. It's not cool. Let's admit it, please. Oh, I also got a new grill. The grill was $25, $27, I want to say. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing stuff. Yeah, I'll figure out the rest.